Pre-writing is the first step of the writing process. In this video, you'll see a tutor and learner practice pre-writing strategies. Responding to an image gets ideas and language flowing. Discussing a picture elicits meaningful stories and writing topics. Creating a spelling bank helps learners write with confidence. Jot down key words when discussing a topic with your learner. While writing, your learner can copy words from this spelling bank to get ideas on the page more easily. Using a poem template makes writing easier. It provides a clear, limited structure and helps writers avoid a blank page. Now you'll see a learner and tutor write poetry. First, they'll talk about a photograph and create a spelling bank using keywords from their conversation. Then they'll draw words from the spelling bank to use in a poem template.
So how are you today?
I'm pretty good. Yourself?
How was your week?
Oh, it was all right.
Yeah. What'd you do? Anything special?
I watched one of my grandkids, two of them. I have 9 and 10, and had a good weekend with them.
We're going to do something today a little bit different from what we've done in our past sessions. It's really talking about pre-writing in advance of writing. So it gives you a comfort level because you look at an image and you can actually draw things from the image.
Okay.
It's an excellent way to get around grammar issues and spelling issues, particularly spelling issues.
Yeah.
There's no fear. There's no right answer, no wrong answer. What is important is that you're connecting the image with your thoughts, your feelings, and we move, and we're going to kind of take some notes together, and then we'll kind of create a poem on your interpretation of what we're looking at here.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Sounds good.
I have a sheet here, and what I'm going to do is, with you, I'm going to write down what you actually see in this image. The first part of it is what we actually see, and this is the most obvious interpretation of the picture.
What we see.
What we see when we look at this image here in front of you.
Well, what I see here is a pair of hands or reflection. An older person, rough life, worked hard, and elderly.
Do you see anything in like the condition of the hands?
Very rough. Nails are pretty bad off. Wrinkles, and they don't look too clean.
Okay. What do you interpret when you say that they don't look too clean? What would be a connection there?
The connection is he's a hard-working man and been working hard all his life, it seems like, since he's so old. He's been through a lot and understands a lot about life. I see that he's by himself inside, kind of hard for me to explain, I guess.
Yeah, I think you're doing a great job.
I see that he's probably a quiet person. This is just my thoughts about him, what I see. Private.
You're doing great. You're seeing a lot of things in an image. It's a powerful image. In terms of feelings, overall feelings, when you look at the picture, do you know anyone that you could relate that to?
My grandma and grandpa, they were in Montana. He was a hard-working man also. And back in the days I'm talking about, I helped them a little bit too.
How did you help them? What did you do?
Take the cows and bring them in at nighttime and let them out at daytime and milk the cows. And we had a couple of horses. We did that too. And, we basically just played around, I guess, but it was work to them.
So what we're going to do is we're going to look at writing a poem. And there's certain structures to that. The pre-writing we're going through right now, where we took what we see, what activities we drew from it, the feelings that we drew from it. And we're going to take that piece and write poetry. Are you familiar with poetry? Or
I fooled around with it. I don't know. I should say no, because I was interested in one book, The Prophet.
Okay.
And I like the front of the cover. That's
a beautiful image,
And I read a little bit about that. That's about as far as I went.
Okay. Are there any songs that have beautiful lyrics? Because that's poetry.
Yeah.
So you might have more exposure to poetry than you realize.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take and kind of organize the words that we've extracted
Okay.
into a graphic organizer. The graphic organizer is a step that you take to help you work towards writing.
Right.
And what I asked you to do, if you're okay with it,
Sure.
is to take 2 words from this group, 3 words from this group, and 3 words from this group, or sayings from this group,
I
and then put
understand.
them down.
Right.
And we'll do this together.
All right.
And then what we'll have is the makings of a beautiful poem.
All right.
Does that
Sounds
sound good?
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be nice.
Okay. So the first one is what we see. So if you would take the 2 words that, again, it's reflection, older person, your grandma or your grandpa, a quiet person, a private person, and hard nails. So 2 words that stand out in that.
Okay. I was looking at the words, thinking which one am I going to pick, and I never thought I was going to pick these 2, but once I looked at it again, I like that.
Look at that, we both picked the same thing.
No, really?
Okay, similar minds.
Okay.
So activities, worked hard, bringing the cows in, this is talking about the farm up in Montana, milking the cows, praying, and hard working.
Okay, I got
So
mine.
this is 3
3
words we
words.
want to do.
Okay.
So could you tell me the 3 that you chose?
I got praying,
Praying, excellent,
and I got hardworking,
very good.
and I got working hard.
And look at that, we did the same.
Again.
And we're not even looking at each other's
No,
sheet.
I'm not.
Similar minds, okay?
God.
So the third part we're going to do is feelings. And this one, I think there's more choices, so we're
Yeah.
probably not going to match up.
Okay.
But let's see. It's here,
Yeah.
near the end. They didn't have much. Solitude, from the earth, love, wisdom,
Yeah.
determination.
Okay. Oh,
So do
man.
you want to take a total of 3 words?
I like them all.
Yeah, there's some value to all of them. Okay.
Okay.
So what were the 3 that you chose in the feelings
Love,
section?
wisdom, and from the earth.
And we are slightly different. I did solitude, determination, and wisdom.
Okay.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to read aloud our poem.
Okay. I have old, reflection, quiet person, a praying, hardworking, and worked hard, love, wisdom, and from the earth, hands.
Beautiful. You could hear the emotion in your voice when you talked about the hard working, because I know you're relating this to your grandparents.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. Do you feel as a result of what we've done here today that you might use this or parts of what we did today in your life?
I think it brings a lot out that I've had in my body, in my mind, that I've always had, but I never really thought about too much, and it brings it back out.
So tell me a little more about that, because it's very interesting. What did it bring out?
My love for my mom, my dad, my brothers, my sisters, and we all worked hard.
Yeah.
We had a business for 58 years. We were there every day. My mom and my grandma, I'd go upstairs to see my mom. She'd be saying a rosary. Sit down. I had to sit with her, and she'd talk to me about a lot of things, And they worked hard. My mom and dad both did. Yeah.
You have a beautiful story of your life, and the Acapulco the restaurant that you had here in Alameda for all those years.
And it was an American dream.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Would you use the graphic organizer approach that we did, where we broke down
Well,
the sections?
I think maybe so. I could see myself doing it by myself at home.
Okay.
Just having something like this, and if I could find a picture of my mom or somebody in my family, and whatever comes out of my thoughts, I could write it down. And I think this is a good way of doing it.
And you would use the 3 sections so that it would help you
it brings it out.
You've just seen a tutor and learner practicing pre-writing strategies, responding to an image, spelling banks, poem templates. These strategies help learners generate ideas, write with confidence, and express ideas. Writing poetry specifically builds skill and confidence that transfer to other forms of writing. Learners can communicate powerfully through poetry without worrying about spelling and grammar.